Hello and welcome back. I'm Camelia and I'm thrilled to see your continued interest in transforming your communication through NVC. Today we will explore the remarkable journey of NVC coaching, exploring success stories, practical tools, and addressing some common misunderstandings and myths regarding NVC. NVC coaching isn't just about learning a new way to communicate. It's about unlocking a more compassionate, understanding, rewarding way to connect with yourself and with everyone around you. And here is the first story. Meet Jason, a manager struggling to connect with his team and facing low morale and productivity issues. So Jason's internal dialogue might sound something in the line of, why doesn't my team understand the urgency of this project? Every meeting feels like a battle. I lay out the plans, but all I get back is resistance and excuses. I'm constantly pushing, but it's like they don't care. What am I doing wrong? Maybe I'm not cut out for this management role. So does that sound familiar? Could be a different setting, could be at home, right? With trying to do something for your family, but all you get back from them is resistance and excuses, and you are constantly pushing, but it's like they don't care. So it doesn't really matter the context, right? This is how NVC helped. Through NVC coaching, Jason was introduced to a new way of communicating and connecting with his team. He learned to observe without judgment, to express his own needs clearly, and to listen empathically to his team's feedback and needs. And I'll just mention to you Jason's internal dialogue and how that changed. So it might go in the line of, I see now that my approach was part of the problem. I was so focused on the outcomes that I overlooked my team's needs and feelings. Instead of assuming they are not committed, I started asking how they're feeling about the workload and what support they need. It's not about me pushing harder. It's about us working together, understanding each other's challenges and motivations. And here is how NVC facilitated the change. Jason shifted from a directive management style characterized by orders and demands to a more collaborative approach. He began meetings by expressing how he felt and what he needed regarding the project timelines, and then inviting his team to share their perspectives. Then, instead of dismissing his team's feedback as excuses, Jason learned to listen empathetically. This helped him understand and feel actually the needs and feelings driving his team members' responses, such as the need for realistic deadlines or additional resources. Then Jason started to communicate his needs and the company's needs in a way that acknowledged the team's efforts and challenges. And this fostered a sense of shared purpose and respect. Then, by framing his directives as requests and showing openness to dialogue, Jason made it easier for his team members to engage constructively. They began to see him as an ally rather than an adversary. So the transformative process and the transformation in Jason's communication style led to a significant shift in team morale and productivity. The team felt heard and valued, which in turn motivated them to meet project deadlines and contribute more actively to problem-solving discussions. The overall atmosphere shifted from one of tension and resistance to one of cooperation, mutual respect, and understanding. And this detailed exploration of Jason's internal dialogue and the specific ways NVC coaching helped him highlights the profound impact that changing one's approach to communication can have on leadership effectiveness and team dynamics. And don't forget, we are all leaders. We are leaders of our own lives. We are leaders in our families. We are leaders maybe in our community. So we are not only leaders at work, right? Do not connect leadership just to the work environment. And here is another case, the case of Sandy and Tom, a couple on the verge of separation. And this case exemplifies the healing potential of nonviolent communication. Faced with the possible end of their relationship, they turned to NVC as a last resource. Through the program, they discovered a new way to communicate, breaking down walls built from years of resentment and misunderstanding. Before NVC, Sandy and Tom's interactions were fraught with blame and criticism, and conversations quickly escalated into arguments, with each trying to defend their point of view to prove that the other one is wrong. They were stuck in a cycle of hurt and anger, with neither feeling heard nor understood. And it seemed that they were speaking different languages, with Sandy often retreating into silence and Tom responding with frustration. However, as they engaged with the core principles of NVC, including intention, attention, observation, feelings, and needs, a transformation began. So, through this process, they learned the power of setting a positive intention before conversations. This invited them to truly pay attention to each other without distractions, and observing, listening, seeing without judgment, without criticism. And by identifying and expressing their feelings and needs, they started to understand themselves and each other on a deeper level. Through the session, Sandy learned to voice her needs without fear, and Tom discovered how to listen empathetically, without immediately jumping to solutions or defenses. So they began to see conflicts not as battles to be won, but as opportunities for greater intimacy and understanding. The NVC process helped them to rebuild trust, fostering a renewed sense of partnership. They learned that by expressing vulnerability or expressing vulnerably and practicing empathy, they could turn their struggles into moments of connection, gradually healing the hurt, the wound between them. So let's address some of the myths, misunderstandings, or misconceptions of NVC. The first one is NVC is only for resolving conflicts. Well, while NVC is highly effective in conflict resolution, its scope extends way beyond that. It's also about enhancing everyday communication, deepening connections, as you could see, and fostering mutual understanding and respect in various relationships, whether at home or at work. Another misconception is that NVC promotes passivity, encouraging individuals to always agree or comply. It couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, NVC encourages expressing one's needs and feelings honestly and clearly, while also empathetically listening to others and encouraging a dialogue that respects both parties' needs. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever faced a misunderstanding because you assumed you knew something or what someone else was thinking? That's where most communication fails. NVC offers a transformative solution: active listening and empathy. By truly hearing others and understanding their needs, we unlock the potential for profound connection and relationship growth. It's not just about talking, it's about connecting on a deeper level, making every interaction more meaningful and fulfilling. Thank you. Thank you for spending this time with me. And remember, the path to mastering compassionate communication is rich with discovery, with growth and connection. I'm Camelia Petrus, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you. Stay tuned for our next video, where we will explore even more about the transformative power of nonviolent communication. And until next time, may all your connections be authentic and your contributions meaningful to you and others.